Hi everyone, Amber here with Yarny Claws Crochet, and today we are going to be talking about my next kit from the Annie's Caring Crochet Kit Club. And we are going to be making snuggle baskets that are going to be benefiting the organization called Comfort for Critters. And it says here that Comfort for Critters is a volunteer program that creates handmade blankets to comfort pets living in animal shelters. While these animals await adoption, the baskets from this kit will provide a comfortable bed year-round. When they are adopted, their baskets go with them, providing something familiar as they adjust to their forever family. How cute. I am a big animal person. For those of you maybe who are new to the channel and don't know, I have two cats. One is 12 and one is 3. And I'm very much a cat person, so seeing that I get to make some cat beds to donate to animal organizations really makes me happy. So this yarn, there are 2 balls here, and these are, I cannot tell you where these yarns are manufactured or any of that information, because all the ball bands have on them is the Annie's label and the web address for the Caring Crochet Club. But the care instructions here on the side says cool machine, wash gentle, tumble dry, gentle, low heat, do not bleach, do not iron. And it's 75 acrylic, 25% wool. It's a 6-ounce ball, and there's 280 yards of a bulky 5 here. Now this yarn it's not incredibly soft. To be honest, if I didn't know better, I would think that it had cotton in it, but it doesn't. It says bulky 5, and I mean, it's kind of on the thinner side of a bulky 5, I think. But I mean, it's definitely packed in there. I mean, this is almost a 300-yard ball of bulky 5 yarn. It does feel nice. It's got a bit of a halo on it. I do like the color. I think that the black and the white is very, it's a classic combination. So I do like this color. I think it'll turn out really nice. And according to the pattern, there is enough yarn here to make 2 baskets. So hopefully that means that these things will work up really fast, because this doesn't look very complicated. It looks like you're just working in the round the whole way. So I think this one's actually going to be fairly simple. So yeah, let's get started. You guys want to make some pet beds? Yeah, let's go make some pet beds. All right, we are done, and I have made 2 pet beds to donate to Comfort for Critters. Sorry, I had to double check my paper. I couldn't remember where we were donating to. I've made 2 pet beds to donate to Comfort for Critters, and I have to say about this yarn, it definitely softened up as I worked with it. I was not expecting that, but it was a very pleasant surprise. For the first bed, I used the recommended crochet hook size, which was a 6mm, now, or 6.5mm. Yes. Whoop, having trouble. Yep, 6.5. This is the hook I actually ended up using. And I tried a couple of different crochet hooks because I was having horrible trouble with splitting, because this yarn has a halo on it and it was getting stuck. This was, even though it was a very easy project, it took time, because this was yarn that you have to work with slowly because it kept wanting to get stuck. It frogged just fine, surprisingly, but it kept getting stuck. Like there just wasn't a smooth as you're going. It just wasn't smooth. I tried a couple of different hooks. I ended up going back to the first one that I grabbed, which was this just generic boy style aluminum hook. You know, it worked just fine. But this is the first one. To get it to lay flat, you kind of got to flatten it out a bit. This is pretty decent size. It's 17 inches from end to end here. It is soft. My cats have tested it out. The only thing I'm disappointed with on this one is I did not get the sides to stand up very well. Not like the way it is on the photo here, see how there's some height right here around the edging. This one did not end up with that. It's just like the corners just curled in, which is fine. I mean, you know, it's okay, you know. I mean, it's a pet bed, and you know, these, you know, little cats and small puppies and small dogs, you know, they're not going to care anything about that. For this second bed, I changed things up a little bit. I went down to a 5mm crochet hook because I wanted to see what happened when I used a smaller hook. The bed is not as soft as the first one. The first one has a bit more drape, a bit more softness to it. However, the sides here stood up much more like they are supposed to in the photo. See, you can see the depth I have around here. It stood up like it was supposed to because I pulled, I mean, these stitches are tighter. Now this bed is an inch shorter when I measured it. It's 16 inches. The other one is 17, which, I mean, is really not, you know, that much of a difference, but not when it comes to a pet bed. But the sides stand up like they're supposed to, which really made me happy. And the 5mm crochet hook I used worked beautifully. I grabbed a Clover Soft Touch. This is the hook that I used, this 5mm Soft Touch for this right here. It worked beautifully. And I don't know why. Compared to this one, this hook went in and out of those stitches like butter. It didn't get hung near as much. And I mean, this is a smooth hook. It's not got any rough edges. It's not, I mean, maybe it's the coating. I don't know. Because this is a good hook. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this hook. But this Soft Touch, even though it was really too small to use with this yarn, this hook was like, huh, I got this. Don't even worry about it. And it did. Oh my gosh, it was crazy how good that hook worked out. But this fabric is a bit more dense for this bed. It's not quite as soft as its brother, but I got more height and more depth around the edging, which is what I wanted. It's an inch shorter in diameter or circumference than this one. So, but anyway, like, I mean, that's not a big deal. It's going to work just great. My cats tested this one too. I actually am planning on making some pet beds for my boys next. That's probably the next video that you are going to see. I found a fun pattern in a crochet magazine that I bought from Barnes & Noble that I cannot wait to use. And I have some fun yarn I've never used. I cannot wait to get started on this. That is going to be my next video. For the Snuggle Baskets, Annie's Caring Crochet Kit Club. This one, I am going to give it an A+. This pattern was easy. You could work this up while watching TV, listening to a book, which I did both of those. And I am going to send these to Comfort for Critters like I said I would. Thank y'all so much for joining me. This was so much fun. I had a great time making these. It made me feel good to make these because I am very much an advocate for animals. And this made me so happy knowing that these are going to go to give comfort and warmth to some little souls who are just waiting for someone to come and take them home and love them and give them a happy life. I will see you all on the next one, and I hope you have a great day. And until then, happy yarn crafting.